you hear me? Yes? Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. I didn't expect so many people today. I wasn't aware of that, so, and I have never used a microphone and all these tools, so I will try to do my best. And let's start. Today is the topic, service design, from concepts to real world impact. And maybe I'm start from myself. At the moment, I'm working as a product business analyst at Evolution. And previously, I have worked at Trinidad Weissman as a business analyst and service designer, and before that at Net Group. Also, I am actually a civil building engineer, and I worked for about 10 years, but then I went on maternity leave and thought, why not to try a career switch? So 6 years later, here I am in front of you. Also, I'm fond of interior designer. I did some several projects, not as big and fancy as here at Weiss, but still you have super cool office. And yeah, once again, I'm a service designer and at the moment more like enthusiast because working mainly as a business analyst. So, what is service design? Are you familiar with that? No, not at all. It's a common answer. So, by the main theory and main point, it's a service design is a human-centered, systematic approach that makes it possible to find simple solutions even to the most complex problems. Sounds nice, but still nobody doesn't understand what is that. Okay, let's start from some numbers. We all use services every day. And on one side, we are the service providers, like companies with the products. On the other side, we are like consumers. And researchers show that 80% of organizations believe that they provide excellent service, and only 8% of customers think the same, actually. Here is a nice example. On one side, how we expect customer to see what we offer and how might customer actually see it. A little bit of theory. So we have a general approach in the business is a goods dominant logic, and where the most important thing is the product that you buy. That basically the company makes a thing, a phone, a video game, like whatever, printer. And once you have it, the company's job is mostly done, and the value is the object itself. Instead, service dominant logic is the most important thing in the help or service people they get, not just the product. So imagine you go to the football training, and the coach gives you a ball. But the real value is that coach teaching you skills, helping you practice, and making you a better player. So ball is just a tool, and the service teaching is the real value. So most people expect that service design to help explain how to do things. In fact, it helps them understand what to do. In other words, maybe it helps to understand better. Imagine you have two coffee shops right next to each other, selling the exact same coffee at the exact same price. And the service design is what makes you walk into one and not the other, come back often and tell your friends about it. Some boring slides from my side. So the main goals of the service design actually is make services seamless and logical, improve the customer experience, align internal processes with the real customer needs, remove friction, errors, and inefficiencies, and ensure the service can be delivered consistently, remain scalable at the same time. Today, actually, I was talking about my speech and the topic to my product manager, and she asked me, okay, there is UX, there is UI, and what is the service design? Where it? And actually, the service design is the core element on top of the UX and UI. It considers every touch point between company and its user, analog or digital, and defines the service as the whole one thing. And following the circle inward, the UX and UI are most specific fields within the entire spectrum of designing service. In other words, UI and UX are starting from digital and escalating to somewhere near the middle, and the service design is what includes both digital and physical world. It's the main difference. So, as we can see, complexity does not create value. And have you ever thought how many buttons on the remote controller we actually use? And do we even know what they mean? Like, or who and why added all of them, like how the people came up that we need all these buttons. In fact, one good, simple working solution is the key. There are several researches that have shown that actually we need only 33% buttons to fully operate with the TV or any other device where remote controller can be used. But in reality, the typical home theater setup has about 239 buttons, like on the several remote controllers. So, do we really need them? A good question. Next thing is what service designers typically do. Mainly research how customers behave and what they need, partly relates to marketing. Also map customer journeys and identify pain points, create personas on top of that, and several scenarios how the service works, design or redesign processes and touch points between the organization and the customer, and related interactions, visualize the service using service blueprints, prototype, mocks, all related stuff, and also collaborate with business tech, marketing, and operations teams, because when it comes to service design, all parts should be involved. Now I will show how service designers work and which tools actually use. Service design tools are the methods, frameworks, and artifacts that help teams to understand users, visualize services, identify problems, and design better end-to-end service experience. I will show you double diamond framework. Anyone familiar with double diamond? No. Also service blueprint and customer journey map. So first one, it's a double diamond framework. It's pretty common, and it has been used in a lot of organizations when it comes to the main question, like our organization doesn't perform good on a nice high level, so what we can do? And here is the answer. There are 4 phases that you can do to find the solution to every problem. And first one is to understand the problem, then define what is the right problem, then explore possible solutions, and then deliver it. It's called, by the way, the double diamond because it has 2 diamonds, and each representing a phase of divergence, opening up, and then convergence, narrowing down. Yes? No? It doesn't work anymore. Okay, I will go from here. More detailed view. I just added this slide as additional example how it works in terms of organization when it comes to analyzing where we are and what we're trying to achieve. Here is one more detailed example just to share. I will not stop on here. But basically, here are the more detailed steps from where to start and how to proceed with the phases. Unfortunately, the main issue with the double diamonds that very often it cracks after the second phase because development is the most time-consuming and the hardest part of the process. It's really nice to have idea to collect them and present them to the higher management, but then it always comes to budget, cost-effective, money, and all that stuff. And it's really important to focus on the discipline at this point that will help to complete the whole process. Another tool is the service blueprint, and it's a diagram that visualizes the relationships between different service components, people, products, and processes that are directly tied to touch points in a specific customer journey. And service blueprints mainly give an organization a comprehensive understanding of its service and the underlying resources, help businesses discover weaknesses, determining the root cause of systematic issue, help to identify opportunities for optimization across the organization, and coordinate complex services working as a bridge between cross-department efforts. How does it sound? Understand? No? I know. First time I saw it, I also was like, what? But it comes with the practice, all comes with the practice. And the first thing, really pretty common in use, it's a customer journey map. And journey maps use storytelling and visuals to help teams understand and meet customer needs. These tools make information easy to understand, memorable, and create shared vision. So basically on this diagram, we have like 3 zones. And zone A provides constraints for the map by assigning a persona, who, and the scenario and goals of what. The zone B is the heart of the map and visualized experience, usually aligned across phases of the journey. The actions, thoughts, and emotional experience of the user throughout the journey can be supplemented with quotes or videos from the research. And the zone C is the output, and where you can put business goals and map supports, but it could also describe the insights and pain points. Okay, I have finished with the theory, and now I will show some real-world examples, so maybe it will be better to understand. And the first one, which I really like, is I called it Make Me Busy While I Wait. It's the Houston airport case. In 90s, there was a problem that people who came off from the airplane, they were coming from the airplane and going to the baggage claim in 1 minute. And then they wait quite long. It irritated them and they were really angry. So airport staff start to think, like, what can we do better? How we can improve it. So they took more workers, and now people only had to wait like for 8 minutes for their luggage. But still, they weren't really angry. I didn't want to wait. So what the staff did was to make the travel to the baggage claim longer. It took now 6 minutes to passengers to go from the airplane to the baggage claim, and after 6 minutes, passenger had only wait for 2-3 minutes. So, do you remember how we're getting off the planes and going through all these corridors? Now you know why. Next thing, I was really impressed. Recently, I went to London, and after the Brexit, I need to create a UK ETA, like online visa. I have an European passport with a biometrical chip, but still we have to do it. And I was really impressed about the application that UK created on how to apply for this visa. Literally, it took me only 3 minutes to do it, and it was super cool. And the most fascinating part of it was actually scanning the biometrical chip of the passport with a phone. Like, I was really impressed. I think maybe if you are technical people, you probably know how it works, but I still want to share my experience. And it works as phone creates the magnetic field, the passport chip gets power from the field, then chip modulates the field that sends data back. Encrypted connection is being created, and then they share data and phone verifies it. And after that, after completing, you don't have to print out anything. You don't have to make a screenshot of anything. You're going, when you're crossing the border, they're scanning your passport and they see it straight away in the system. It's like, it's super cool. I have never seen such thing before, and it really works. Another case, it's my friend Juan. I don't know if you know, there is a Hermes delivery, quite a big logistic company which works on a global level. And how we usually order parcel? Through the parcel machine nowadays. Sometimes it's post office or courier, but still. I personally really like these parcel machines. They're really comfortable. And but things operates sometimes a bit different way when it comes to small towns in Germany. You're lucky if you reach out to the Hermes parcel shop, as on the left picture, which actually looks like grocery store, but still, at least it has the label. On the right side, sometimes they have label on the wall, and then when you're entering just a common grocery shop, there are footprints, so blue ones, so you can see that you have to ask for your parcel from the cashier under the reception desk. But personally, my friend, she ended up searching for her parcel like for an hour, and she ended up in the flower shop. There was no signs, there was just address, and she was sneaking around trying to find out this label, like, and where this parcel machine is, or whatever, office or something. But yeah, it turned out that when it comes to really small towns, they either making contracts with flower shops on pharmacies. Very interesting and not usual. And last one case is actually our own, Omniva. Sorry. I just wanted to show, does anyone been recently in a new Omniva post office? Okay, couple, nice. Couple people were. Did you like it? And yeah, I wanted to show, like previously it also was just a common office, and I want to tell about my personal experience. I live in Habersti, and there was a post office, quite old one, old-fashioned and all that stuff, and the building itself also was really old. And it has been seen that people not coming there much, and they did a research actually that more and more people trying to solve shopping and do all other stuff in the shopping centers. So first thing they did, they moved their post offices into the shopping centers, and actually now it looks like this. On one hand, maybe it doesn't look like much difference, maybe just new, more fancy, but on the other side there are several differences, and one of them, for example, is a really nice big table where you can pack your parcels if you want to send them. Also, if you just receive the parcel and you don't need the carton box anymore, paper box, you put them inside this box, and the next one who is coming, he or she can reuse it, don't have to buy. Also, if you don't have one, you can buy, and they're really nicely put it all together on the shelves, together with all types of tapes, envelopes, and all related stuff. Also, really nice service desks, and a nice place where to sit and to write something in case of need. But this is like the main thing. But actually, additional thing which create an additional value both for people who are attending the office and for post office itself. For example, you can now create a parcel badge at home, and then you can bring it and put it on the preliminary created packs with badges. It's like a special place. You just enter, put it down, and then you can move forward. Workers will take it and proceed with the process. The other thing, for example, I live in, as I said, in Isma, and I made pictures in Rockelmare post office, and we have quite a big private sector around us, Tiskre, Tavasalu, Kakume, with the private houses. So there are actually two things that really works for this sector and the need. These are post boxes, and other thing is pick-a-pack. Anyone knows what is pick-a-pack? It's the thing when you live in private house, you have a fence. So you put it, you can, I don't know, maybe buy or maybe rent. And it's a box with a special code, and when the courier brings the pack, he just put on the code, put it inside, then close, and goes away. No one will steal it, like nothing happened with your parcel. While you're not at home, you're coming in the evening and take it from there. Really cool thing, actually. And what else I wanted to mention, that in addition, why you are coming to the post office? To receive a parcel or to send a parcel? So they're also selling a lot of nice things, like different types of presents, postcards and books, and some really nice thing coming from the Estonian designers. So I think it's also a super cool idea to sell these things just inside the office, so people don't have to run around the whole shopping center to search for some cute small things that they want to add to their parcel. So, what is service design? At first sight, it's something that we cannot really touch, feel, and measure. Actually, we can, and there are a lot of ways, metrics, how to do it. Thank you.
Questions?
Yes?
Very nice talk. I'm interested in how do you, which tools exactly do you use in terms of, like Figma but for physical design?
No, I personally use Figma.
Yeah, maybe I should
Ask another way.
How do you design this experience?
Mm-hmm.
You just go and how do you show to the team, let's build it?
Okay, yeah. Oh, actually, it's a really old-fashioned process. As it was asked at the beginning on the slide, you grab all together, you take sticky notes, you put people sitting down together behind the table and start to discuss with them. And sometimes it doesn't work from the first minute. You need to give people some time, maybe some ice breaking. It depends on the organization, on the parts who are involved in the conversation. But it really helps. The systematic approach, for example, if you don't know where from to start, I would advise, it really depends on the case, but Double Diamond is a nice thing to start, to give a try. It's just, I have showed the minimum, and there are a lot of cases and researches and user manuals how to basically use this.
But you write it down somewhere and you will need to iterate, right?
Yes. It also depends. Sometimes you're writing down to the sticky notes. Then usually we collect all together, and what we're doing during the session. At first time, it might seem that people have all different opinions, ideas, but then actually, if you give them sometimes like 15 to 20 minutes and just ask to write down what matters for them, and then just have to collect the ideas, you will start to notice that actually some ideas are more important, and actually 5 people out of 10 bring the same idea out. So it means that you might pay more attention to that, and but still we usually use, I don't know, sometimes it's Word, sometimes it's Excel. So just the tool you usually use to create a list and prioritize them depending on the discovered ideas. And then, like, there are certain steps, how do you work on them? Depending on, sometimes you find out that actually you don't know anything about your customers. Who are your customer? And then you start to research. And for example, I had one project when we had to shadow people coming into the one telecom offices, and then we wrote down who came in, what bought, and who went through and didn't get in. It was like really awkward and really interesting at the same time. And on this basis, you understand. For example, if you want to understand who are not coming, like it's just work in the field, you really checking on the people who are coming in, what they're doing, how they're buying, how they're interacting, and who just go further and doesn't get in.
Which roles are involved? Because I know there are user researchers, for example, that just talk to customers, trying to get these problems if the product already exists, and to communicate with the team. Are there other roles?
Yeah, it really depends on the goal. You are setting the goal, and according to that, you apply, involve certain roles. For example, we had another project. I was studying service design micrograde at Taltech University, so my best examples are from there. We had to prototype the new app for the Tallinn Zoo. And first, we talked to the customers who are coming to the zoo as visitors. We talked to people who works there. And every time we're talking, also it's interesting, we're talking to higher management, and it's very interesting that higher management and normal individual contributor at work, they have total different experience and the feedback on how it works. It really depends on the goal, but I would say from my perspective, you have to ask all parts, like if you have organization and there are 5 departments, ask all 5 departments. If it's Tallinn Zoo, you ask all people who are coming to visit, people who works in cages, people who works in the office. You never know what feedback you got from them, but based on this, you will have the answers to proceed to work on them. Sorry, it's complicated.
It's like funny how you went from people from cages to people in the office.
That's how it goes. That's how actually it works. So sorry. There are all different types of workers, and it's like
More questions? Anybody? Okay, nice.
Thank
you
you
for your talk.
Thank you.